All right, guys, we're gonna be reacting to the Chinese military parade. We're gonna really lock in here and make sure we can react to the entire thing. Then after that, we're gonna simply just see what you guys prefer me to do, whether it's a live next time or just do parts like that. We tried live before, and not good success. Let's put it that way. But we're gonna react to this video, guys. As an American, it'll be very interesting to see some of the other stuff. I've never been exposed to this guy. This is my first time just reacting to this. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Lock in, guys. Let's see what's going on.
In the new era, China-Russia relations are more self-confident, firm, and resilient. From May 7th to 10th, President Xi Jinping made a state visit to Russia and attended commemorations in Moscow of the 80th anniversary of the victory of the Soviet Union's Great Patriotic War. In World War II, China was the main battlefield in Asia, and the Soviet Union was the main battlefield in Europe.
很高兴再见。
斯洛伐克总理菲索。
Good to see you again. 很高兴再次见到你，祝贺。
越南国家主席梁强。
We're watching live pictures from the heart of Beijing, the Duan
伊朗总统及女儿。
City. Dozens
米昂莱代总统。
international organizations.
阿塞拜疆总统和夫人。 马尔代夫总统。
Commemoration ceremony.
Welcome to China. 很高兴再次见到你。
武契奇总统和夫人。
Part of this commemoration,
高兴见到您。
a grand military parade will also take place.
蒙古总统和夫人。
Standing by ready along Chang'an Avenue as we speak.
津巴布韦总统姆南加古瓦。
Welcome to China. 很高兴再次见到你。
刚果布总统萨苏。 哈萨克斯坦总统托卡耶夫。
Early morning in Beijing.
印尼总统普拉博沃。
Live to this global audience.
Thank you for being here.
亚美尼亚总理及夫人。 西哈莫尼国王。 米尔基耶夫总统和夫人。
昨天的会见非常好。
卢卡申科总统。
International guests are arriving. Later on, they will pose for a group
拉
photo.
赫蒙总统。
Here's what we know about the commemoration that
扎帕罗夫
will
总
happen
统。
later today. The Chinese president will deliver an
比尔
important
德穆哈密
speech
多夫
after
总
the
统。
commemoration.
通伦
The
总统。
commemoration includes a massive military
很
parade,
高兴再次见到你。
which is composed of
Welcome
two
to China.
parts:
卡内
the
尔主
inspection
席
of。the troops and the march past, lasting approximately 70 minutes.
Welcome to China.
总书记。
The Chinese president and his wife welcoming guests arriving for the commemoration. And now they're walking towards a group photo where the arriving international dignitaries will take a group photo together with the Chinese president.
We are certainly marking a significant anniversary today on September 3rd. China is commemorating the 80th anniversary of the victory.
Interesting. Interesting. Look at them. No smiling at all, man. That's weird.
Thank you.
No smiling.
This gathering today in commemoration of the victory also heralds a new beginning for all countries to work together to create a harmonious world and safeguard global peace.
Well, as you can see right there, front and center on this gate is the character Duan Men. The Chinese character Duan also conveys righteousness, which is consistent with the message of safeguarding international justice.
The leaders are now walking together towards the Tiananmen rostrum. It's a short walk from the Duanmen Gate we've been telling you about, which stands just north of the Tiananmen rostrum, to the rostrum itself.
And Zhongxi, you know, for many foreign leaders who have visited China before, the Tiananmen rostrum, or the Forbidden City, is a familiar sight. Many of them have been here before to the Forbidden City.
Forbidden City, what is that?
Here today holds a special significance.
Absolutely. The Tiananmen rostrum sits right in the heart of the Chinese capital, with viewing platforms that can overlook the Tiananmen Square. The leaders will be walking towards the rostrum. They will ascend to the viewing platform on the rostrum and view the military parade together.
Now, as they walk on the red carpet to make their way to the top of the Tiananmen rostrum, a little bit of background information about the structure. It was built as a ceremonial gate to the imperial city in the Ming Dynasty. It's witnessed ties of Chinese history in the past 6 centuries.
And in 1937, Tiananmen Square witnessed the fall of Peking. In October 1945, Japanese invaders in North China officially surrendered at the square of the Hall of Supreme Harmony in the Forbidden City.
Today's commemoration is certainly a big
That's gorgeous.
national event.
That is beautiful right there. That's a beautiful view. Gorgeous.
Troops and armaments are standing by ready for the inspection. It is also a significant diplomatic event, as heads of state, leaders of international organizations are convening here to review the commemoration and the parade.
The leaders are making full use of this time as they walk together to the Tiananmen rostrum, engaging in friendly chit-chat and conversations.
And today, the Tiananmen rostrum, steeped in the depths of history, will again witness new glory. It is a pretty long walk to ascend to the top of the Tiananmen rostrum.
"80 decades ago, World War II ended with over 100 million casualties among soldiers and civilians worldwide. Chinese casualties were more than 35 million. And today is about commemorating the victory in that war, in the Chinese People's War of Resistance against Japanese aggression, as well as the World Anti-Fascist War. And now the leaders are arriving at that expansive viewing platform up on the Tiananmen rostrum.
Man, that's gorgeous. Very high.
And we understand that some of the veterans of the War of Resistance were given their own viewing spots on top of the Tiananmen rostrum. Crowds are welcoming China's top leader, as well as international dignitaries. We are seeing veterans sitting there.
Wow. Wow, that's very nice.
And international dignitaries.
Wow.
100-year-old.
哇
102-year-old.
Not too many of them, huh? Not too many.
8 Bruce Army.
Wow, not too many.
100-year-old veteran from the Kuomintang. And during the fight against the Japanese aggression, the Chinese people established a national united front to safeguard their homeland.
Obviously, the Chinese president was very pleased to see the veterans present up on the Tiananmen rostrum. He even introduced the veterans to his guests there, and shaking hands with the veterans, greeting them, welcoming them to this very important commemoration.
And the veterans represent the legacies of this long-fought war.
A legacy or legacies?
And their spirit of resilience, of peace, of perseverance still echo on every inch of China's soil now.
It's certainly a very heartwarming scene there to have the veterans seated up on the Tiananmen rostrum. They are the real heroes and role models, and they motivate us to keep pushing forward. The victory of the Chinese People's War of Resistance against Japanese aggression is a glory shared by the Chinese nation and also people worldwide who stand for justice. Professor Gao, Mr. Zhou, let's bring you in for this part. Obviously, the veterans are seated, out there on the Tiananmen rostrum so that they have an opportunity to participate in the commemoration today. What do you make of that arrangement, Professor Gao?
Well, I think this is really the right thing to do because they fought against the Japanese aggressors. They shed their blood, and they have always been honored by the People's Republic, by the Chinese people, and now they are in the center of this reviewing process of the parade to commemorate the 80th year anniversary of the victory against Japanese aggression. And I think we all hail them as the real heroes, defending China's sovereignty and territorial integrity and fighting off the Japanese aggressors.
True.
Real heroes and real witnesses,
heroes.
not only to the atrocities of the war, but more importantly to the final victory. And we're so happy that they get to see the commemoration today. Mr. Zhou, your thoughts?
Well, I think I can't agree more with Victor Gao about the importance of having these veterans standing on Tiananmen Square. I think it's rare, It won't be easy for us to see these people right now because they're all very old people, but they're still alive, but they can still see how strong China is today, in which they have made their due and a great contribution. So I think that is indeed a great honor for them to be there and for us to see them there.
Now, many of these veterans fought under extremely harsh conditions: poverty, famine, the lack of military resources.
Yep.
What does their perseverance teach us about the spirits of
A lot of these folks that went through a lot.
resilience and courage? And besides honoring them,
Yeah, they went through a lot, man. A lot of these folks that went through a lot. China back then didn't even have a quarter of the resources that they have now. So the fact that they managed to go through that.
events like this, what more could we do, Professor Gao, to really weave their legacies more into everyday life?
I think these veterans 80 years ago, or more than 80 years ago, fought against Japanese aggressors not only as soldiers, but they were true representatives of the Chinese nation, true representative of the Chinese culture and the Chinese civilization. In their bodies, I can see the most splendid and the glorious part of the Chinese civilization. So they became the epitome of the Chinese nation. They became the epitome of the Chinese civilization. And by shedding blood for their own motherland, by fighting off foreign aggressors, they set an example for the future generation. So now we honor them as our national hero, and the younger generation draw inspiration from these veterans and learn lessons from them, and we become redoubled in our commitment to defending peace, defending China, and defending the Chinese culture, and ultimately the Chinese civilization.
Obviously, we're commemorating this day. We're inviting veterans up on the Tiananmen rostrum to carry on the spirit of the war of resistance against the Japanese aggression. Mr. Zhou, how do we do that? How do we make sure that the spirit of perseverance, the spirit of never surrender, the spirit of defending your motherland lives on in today's world?
Well, these people are actually old soldiers, right? And old soldiers never die. So what they have left us are actually a litany of fine traditions. But if you look at the PLA today, you would find it so interesting to see that
there's a lot of people here, man.
Small they were
Damn.
at that time, and how ill-equipped they were at that time. But on the contrary, today, China is almost the opposite, right? China is having the largest armed force in the world, and in a moment we're going to see all the modern weaponry and combat platforms. But still, this kind of fine traditions are basically in the heart and in the blood of our modern-day soldiers, because that really, really matter, for us if you are going to another war. So you have to think of where you come from, right? And what kind of traditions are already placed in you. So these people basically are the very sources of a fine tradition.
How can remembering their sacrifices and contributions inspire values that are still relevant today?
Dang, 80 years, wow.
Professor Gao.
Well, I
That
think
looks gorgeous,
they are
by
the
the way.
true Chinese nationals and our heroes. But allow me to mention, behind these veterans, I also see those who fell on the battleground, who really sacrificed their lives for the Chinese nation. So I think we not only see these veterans who are the true representative of those heroes fighting against Japanese aggressors, but they are also representatives of all the millions of the Chinese soldiers who shed their blood, who sacrificed their life, and they too become the national heroes for the current generation of the Chinese nation and the future generations. And I think by honoring them, we honor ourselves, we honor our national history and our Chinese civilization, and we honor peace. That is the most important thing.
You know, we talked about international solidarity towards ending the Second World War, and the international solidarity is also present today with the turnout of those international dignitaries that have arrived in Beijing. You're looking at light pictures of the Tiananmen Square that's fully decorated for the commemoration today. There are the year-marking installations that show the years 1945 and 2025.
Just make sure, yep, it's, yes, 1080p. Ta-da! Wow, this is incredible. Okay. Ooh, nice chord. That was nice. Ooh. Yo, look at impressive so far, guys. Very impressive. Impressive, my goodness. Wow, we retarded and everything. Wow. Damn, man. This is insane. That's a very difficult rhythm. Pam pam, tabi pam. Time signature changes, retardandos. This is crazy, man. Bravo. Bravo. My God. Yo, this is complicated. Have polyphony going on now. Yo, polyphony. That's a lot of counterpoints going on. Yo, wow, this is beyond unbelievable, huh? Wow. Wow, I was not expecting this at all, man. I was not expecting this at all. You cannot go wrong with this, man. This is something else, guys. Crazy.
Today is September 3rd. In the capital, Beijing, the commemoration of the 80th anniversary of the victory of the Chinese People's War of Resistance against Japanese aggression in the World Anti-Fascist War will begin soon.
I'm in shock right now.
CGTN is broadcasting the commemoration live to global audiences.
I like the design. I like the minimalist approach to it. Very well organized. Clean. Safe. It feels safe. Doesn't feel dangerous at all.
We're now watching live pictures from the Tiananmen Square. The commemoration is going to begin in just a moment.
Okay. The commemoration is gonna begin in just moments. Okay. So feet went down. I don't know. That's something that was. Oh, there you go. Something happened with the feet. It's not me. It's them. This dude doesn't even know where to go walk. He's like, who do I follow? Zimbabwe president, I think it is. Or prime minister. I don't even know how you call that. Prime minister. What's going on here, man? I think it's over there. It's not here. Something happened here. Probably like copyright or something. I don't know what the hell was this. Okay. Okay, what happened here? We're still gonna react. Oh my goodness. We're still gonna keep going. Keep reacting to it. You know, these leaders. I wish the best for a lot of these leaders, man. I don't wish them bad, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do believe. I mean, and believe that we need to all compete with each other in a good faith. That way, we become better. That's my belief in all this. I really don't wish bad in all these leaders. I wish them health. I wish them that they you know, they become great leaders, and they do the best for the country. That, you know. I think the song itself has a copyright issue. So let's see what happens. Yeah. I'm gonna stop it.